Hi, we're Nick and Tyler, and we live in a van.
So we're just walking down the street. We were planning on going to the spot that we went, like one of our last nights here in New York, the last time we visited. And we were just wandering by and we found this cute Italian spot that smelled so good.
So we walked in and got this really yummy looking panini, prosciutto, mozzarella.
Arugula.
So good. So we're gonna dive in.
So Angelina's Bakery. 10 out of 10. Everything else looked phenomenal, but we just got that strawberry croissant, which was huge, and some water, and I would eat that again 10 times over. We definitely accidentally took a 30-minute nap, just laying down. So we've just been exploring Central Park since we woke up again. We're kind of in a different area than we experienced last time. And it is so packed, it's so busy, there's so many people here, which is kind of fun. Last time we came, it was more rainy and there was just less people out, so it's kind of fun to be experiencing Central Park in the way that you see in the movies, where it's just constantly packed, and that's what we're feeling.
It's awesome.
I love New York. I don't know why, but I love it.
We're just very happy. So we were trying to figure out where we were gonna stay tonight. We had tried to book a spot for tonight and tomorrow, and they declined us. So
we got approved for tomorrow.
Yeah, and then so they declined us. So then we tried to find somewhere for tomorrow and tonight. We got somewhere for tomorrow, and so we were like, where do we go? What do we do? And as you can tell, we're in a hotel room. We love credit card points because I have the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and they are a transfer partner with Hyatt, and Hyatt has some amazing deals. Yeah. So we spent 8,000 points to stay here for the night, and it's a king size bed, just in a great spot. I'm not even upset, and you can even see where our cute little van is.
Are we a World of Hyatt Elite member?
Ooh, look how cute it is. Yep, that's our cute little van. And so yeah, tonight we're just gonna stay here and
Sleep in. Because we never do that in the van.
We do sometimes, but today was not one of those days. How many ways can we see the New York skyline, ? So far, 5.
It's so pretty.
And the sun is kind of a fun color. It's a fun vibe right now, so love it. Hello, we are back in the van. We were in Utah. We took 3 videos total, so I'm so sorry. We flew into JFK this morning at 5 a.m. Ended up sleeping until afternoon in the parking lot, and now we're heading to our harvest host, which is like way further, like in Long Island, almost to like the Hamptons basically. So that's really cool. The last 30 minutes or so has been a little bit stressful. We were driving and one of the roads had like passenger vehicles, and we didn't think much of it. It also like we didn't see if it had a height restriction. And all of a sudden we were driving and the bridges seemed to get lower and lower, and we were like, that seems not great.
So we had to improvise and take an alternate route.
So we just like got off, just tried to see. We were looking for another route, but it was like taking forever for it to like load or like show us different ways that we could go, because you can't like input height restrictions or anything on like either Google Maps or Apple Maps. So we were like, fine, we'll just like do this. So we finally found another route and we started driving it, and we passed the road that we were on, and where we were at, it showed the height restriction, and the height restriction was like 7'11", and we are 9 feet. So
It would have been tight.
we would have,
It would have been really tight.
it would have taken the top off our car.
Would have been a little tight.
After driving for a while, and
What felt like forever.
yeah, also we definitely, the GPS really wanted us to go on those parkways,
Which is fine,
Bad.
but we don't fit.
so that did not work, but we found the freeway and we made it here. It's a super cute area. Our harvest host is really close to here. I'm kind of sad that there's not more harvest hosts in this area, because there's like breweries, distilleries, tons of vineyards, and so I feel like we could stay here for like a while if there was a few more
I
options.
think there's like a total of 6 on all of
Long Island.
There's only like 6 harvest hosts, and most of them are either breweries or like churches,
Yeah.
which is fine, but they're not like our favorite ones because they're typically like just open parking lots and anybody can come in and out.
So kind of
They're not,
sad,
like, the greatest,
but it's okay. And now we're at the beach. This is called Breakwater Beach. There's a cute little man. Okay, so day number 2 near Long Island. For some reason, we're just having a really hard time finding a spot to stay. Today has basically consisted of us sleeping in this morning. I worked, then we did laundry, went to a laundromat, went grocery shopping, just like a bunch of like basic stuff since it's been so long since we've been in the van. We've been trying to reserve a couple spots on Harvest Host, and none, hey look, there's Nick, and none of them like are getting back to us, so that's really annoying. But here is like this super cute area right by the beach. I definitely need to be working, but there's 0 service right here, so that's kind of annoying. But look how pretty this is. So fun. Nick is making me food, like the sweet, nice gentleman he is.
Yeah, I'm sweet and nice.
Still hoping that someone gets back to us so that we have a spot to stay tonight. If not, we may be going back to JFK, because
That's all right.
that's, yeah, we could just pay to stay there for the night. Biggest downside is so Nick is taking a lesson from a guy tomorrow in Manhattan, so we have to be there. So JFK would be nice just because we'd be really close, and we could take the train in from there, or we could drive in, I guess. Anyways, still TBD. I feel like we have no idea what we're doing right now. Life is chaos. Good morning. We are currently driving
The train station.
Yeah, we're going into Manhattan today. Nick is taking a lesson from a professional trumpet player that lives like in Manhattan, which is very exciting, except for the fact that we have to get there. We've been on Long Island, and tonight we're staying
Just north of, like, on the north end of Manhattan, like the
yeah,
very
so
north end of Manhattan.
above Bronx, like a little, it's like Yonkers, York, something like that. Anyways, it has been, our GPS has been trying to take us on like every single parkway you could possibly get on.
And in case you missed it from the last one, we don't fit on the
We
parkways.
literally cannot fit. It is like, yeah, there's a lot of really short bridges, so we can't do it. So we finally got onto the road that we're like supposed to be on, and like we've just been following it, and every time it tells us to take an exit, we literally can't take the exit because we will crash. And so now we're on the like truck route, and we're very happy, and we just saw like a ton of trucks with us, and we were like so ecstatic, and I have never been
So
ecstatic to see like semi trucks ever. So it's just kind of funny. We're currently on a bridge. Let me show you. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, we're stoked because there's a few trucks right here. This is the bridge to New York. Manhattan is technically that way. We're just driving north right now. Today has been insane. So, as you know, we almost went on the parkways like 6 times. Okay, we didn't almost, but the GPS was trying to make us go on parkways so many times. So many times. Finally got to where we were going. We got on the train to Bronx. Turns out, not our favorite spot. Probably the sketchiest part of New York that we have seen thus far.
Not our absolute favorite. And then we were like, well, we'll just get to our harvest host. So we went and did my lesson down basically in Harlem. Like that's about where it was, which I don't think either of us have heard very like great things about. But anyways, did my lesson. It was great. Super loved it. And then we were like,
I just like sat in that guy's like living room.
yeah, so a little interesting. But we ended up doing our little thing. And then we were driving to our harvest host. And the roads here are not our favorite. They're quite windy and people don't know how to drive, so it's a little bit stressful. When we get here, where we were supposed to park, there was like barriers. So we called the guy and we were like, is this where we're supposed to park? He's like, everybody's been parking there like the past couple days, but you can park on the hill if you want. And the hill is like that steep. It's like crazy. So I was a freaking champion and backed the van up the whole way. So now it's sitting on a somewhat sketchy hill, and we were trying to find a way to get to our food place that we really want to go because we're starving, because it's like almost 4 o'clock and we still haven't eaten anything.
Okay, so change of plans, part like 50 today, I guess. So we told you that we were trying to go eat somewhere else. Turns out they only had bar seating available. And there was like nobody in there, and it looked really sketchy, so we were like, maybe not. So we decided not to get there. So we walked across the street because there was a bunch of other shops. We looked at all the reviews were terrible, like so bad. There was not, it just was not our ideal scenario. So we wandered back to the van. I ate some fruit snacks and did a bunch of work stuff because I should have been working while we were trying to find food. And we're like, we'll just wait until 5 and the Indian place will open up. So we waited until that was open. Then we tried to order, and it was gonna be like $40 for food. And we're sharing. And we were like, okay, maybe not. So we finally decided to drive to get some pizza.
Pepperoni.
So hopefully it's good. Otherwise I'm gonna be pissed. True New York style. And I think it's turning my day around.
She's already feeling so much better.
Good morning. I'm not sure if you can hear this, but they're doing construction in the spot that we were supposed to be sleeping last night. So we were able to sleep. However, we're just like on this like crazy steep hill. So I'll show you really fast. I'm not sure how super well you can see that, but basically we were supposed to be right down there where those like people are, and it's super loud. So I can only imagine what it would have been like if we actually decided that we were just gonna sleep down there. So it's probably a good call that we got in contact with like our host and kind of switched it up. We just woke up. It took me forever to fall asleep last night because I was terrified that all of a sudden our van was gonna like go into neutral and we're gonna start driving down the hill. But I did sleep, which is good. And the train station is right there. You can kind of see it, but that's the train station. So that's exciting. Hi, Nick.
Hello.
It's a Chrysler building. Oh my gosh.
I didn't take a video in here, so this is what we're getting at the end.
This is where we were at.
We love it here. They have such good food. So we ordered a couple things, which we'll talk about outside where it's less noisy. So we just ate at Dos Caminos in Times Square. We ordered the chips and guac and the nachos, which is pretty much what we got last time. Very, very yummy. This time they didn't have as many things on top of the nachos, which was kind of a little bit of a bummer, but for the most part, so good. Now we're in Times Square and it's freaking wild.
So after lunch we headed to a music shop so that Nick could try a couple like lead trumpet mouthpieces. I know nothing about that, but Nick had a great time.
It was awesome. One of the greatest music shops I've ever been to. And they also had amazing customer service, which was so cool because I was looking at mouthpieces the whole time and Ty did not look at mouthpieces the whole time. But they took care of her. They like gave her a charger and like brought her a chair so she could sit and play on her phone the whole time. We were there for like 2 hours and Ty was just like, "Go have fun." And I was like, "Wow, this is so great." It was awesome.
So yeah, Nick got a mouthpiece, which was really great. He's been wanting one for a while, and everybody that he's met with has said that he needed to get a like lead mouthpiece if that's what he wanted to do. And we just kind of like started wandering, and now we're at this park, and there's just like this little band that's playing us some music, so that's fun. So we're just listening to some music, trying to decide what we're gonna do next. As of right now, we are going to Broadway tonight. We're going to see the Book of Mormon. We already have our tickets. We bought them super cheap last night. Apparently a bunch of them came out for sale last night. So that was very convenient.
We're sitting in the box, right?
Yeah, we're sitting in the box, so we have a partial view, it says, but I don't even care because we love Broadway. So we're going to a Broadway show tonight, and then we're probably gonna get some good food. Our last night when we were here last year, we went to this pasta place and we loved it. So we're thinking about going there. But we also might just like look around and see what our options are.
So exciting. It's been such a good day. New York is so strange, but also so fun. And we've had, I think today started off a little bit rough because Tyler had some work stuff and it was really annoying for her. But today's been so good. We're like just enjoying the city, which is nice because we're probably not going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow I think we're gonna start heading to Connecticut, so last day. 2 desserts, molten lava cake, cheesecake, obviously. You didn't even go into the middle far enough.
I didn't get the middle yet. Wow. Hello, friends and family. It is now 6 p.m. here in New York City. We're going to give you a little recap. Babe?
Okay, so this morning we woke up on the side of a hill, as we've established.
On the top of a hill.
Not our favorite spot we've ever slept, but we both slept, so we call that a win.
Yeah.
Win. Then my manager messaged me and was very frustrated about something that I did not actually mean for to happen. But
she didn't actually say.
And my other manager fixed it. Win.
Then we moseyed into the city and we went
got
to
nachos.
the nacho place, which I didn't take very many videos, but the nachos were pretty today.
Not
They were
as
not
good as the last
great
time.
as we remembered because they didn't have as much sauce or cheese or beans or chicken.
Like last time, it was like layered really well, and this time it was like not great.
Not so much. So we basically just had 2 baskets full of
Chips and guac.
And we had guac, so it was still really good. After that, we moseyed to the little music store, and I picked up a lead mouthpiece, which was amazing. It was so much fun. I was there for 2 hours, and it didn't even feel like it. Actually, it kind of did.
Thrilled.
But I was thrilled. The guys there were so nice. There was like probably one of the nicest places that we've ever been to. They were so accommodating.
They were so kind.
And so polite.
It was awesome. And I just got to watch a bunch of videos, aka catch up on YouTube. I did some work stuff, watched some TikToks. It was great.
And
Happy
I played
day.
the trumpet for 2 hours. It was great.
And then we wandered around for a little bit, found a park, listened to some live music, hung out with each other.
And then I booked us a reservation at Pasta Lovers Trattoria, and which was the same pasta place we went to in New York a year ago. Happy to report,
Phenomenal.
it's still amazing.
So yummy.
So we got the penne alla vodka, which was absolutely incredible. And we also got 2 desserts, a molten lava cake, which was phenomenal and out of this world. And we got their New York cheesecake, which was so yummy.
Literally everything was like phenomenal.
It was so good. So now we are waiting outside a little couple streets down from our Broadway show tonight. We're going to go see the Book of Mormon.
Where our dinner was at, it was literally right across the street, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be so perfect, because if dinner goes long like the last time, we don't have to like run. Like last time we ate there, our Broadway show was like a ways down. It was like half mile, and we were like running because it took longer. Today we literally had our food within 15 minutes.
And we were done within 20. So anyways, we're waiting outside for the Book of Mormon to start. We're supposed to be there 20 to 30 minutes early, so it's like 6 o'clock now. We have basically 30 minutes to kill. So we thought we'd do a recap with you.
And you're welcome. So we ran to the train right after the show. So like we like ran out as they were like clapping and everything, just because we could either make this train or one in like an hour, and we were like, we have to make it. So we're here like 5 minutes early, which is great. Overall, it was hilarious. It was a really funny show. If you don't mind swearing and you don't mind it being a little vulgar and like picking fun at something that like is important to you, hilarious, amazing. I loved it.
It was really funny. I think, yeah, there was definitely times when I was like, it's not my favorite. But overall, it's just funny. It just has a lot of like really good spots where you can just laugh. So, yeah, I liked it. Good.
Overall, we really enjoyed it. But that's like our preface that like the Book of Mormon is like the play is so funny, so great. But if you are a little wishy-washy about swearing, anything vulgar, and if you're a member of the church and you don't like being made fun of, maybe not your play. But it was great for us. So.
It was funny.
So, guys, look how pretty this is.